What's going on, guys? It's J-Ho bringing you a brand new video, and today I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on a lot of the new information that we got from E3. So this week E3 has been going on, and with it we got a bunch of information on Destiny 2. So I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on some of the main points I want to cover. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing I'm going to go over is competitive Crucible in Destiny 2. So a lot of us thought we were going to get some sort of rank play or some sort of competitive playlist going into Crucible for Destiny 2, and we are going to be getting a competitive playlist in a Crucible for Destiny 2. They confirmed that we're going to have a quick play playlist, and then we're going to have a competitive playlist. However, the competitive playlist is not going to have any sort of ranking system or any ladder of any sort, so I think this is a little bit of a mistake. I think they should implement some sort of ranking system within, because a lot of people think of ranking systems whenever we see a competitive mode or any sort of competitive playlist. You have that currently with like a game like Overwatch right now, so I thought it was going to be something similar to that, but we still don't have as much details yet about the competitive and quick play playlist. They did state though that there isn't going to be a skill rating or ranking system dropping with the launch of Destiny 2, so hopefully we see something in the future, maybe in a future update, maybe in a future expansion. They add that in and finally give us some sort of ranking system for PvP or Crucible. That would make a lot more people want to play, gives you more of an incentive. You want to rank up, you want to see how you match up against other people in the player base, so I think that's a really good addition if they choose to do that further down the line. However, there are other benefits that we do not know of that could be included in a competitive playlist. So one example specifically for Destiny that they could include is extra rewards or better types of rewards that you're given for games in competitive playlists rather than just playing quick play. So if there's some sort of incentive like that, besides having the fact of wanting to play against better players or play against people similar in your skill, then that would be a good incentive to get people to want to play in that competitive playlist as well. But other than that, I think the main difference between quick play and competitive is one of the biggest problems that was in Destiny 1 Crucible is that some people just wanted to play Crucible, have some fun, play with some friends, just relax and chill and just have a good time. And then other people wanted to sweat, wanted to play competitive games, wanted to play really intense matches and just compete at a higher level against better players equal in their skill. So according to Deej in an interview, the matchmaking is pretty much one of the main aspects that differentiate these two playlists. So quick play is going to be more casual probably, and then it's going to be more connection based probably for the matchmaking. And then for competitive play, you're going to see a more skill-based matchmaking as a prominent factor in who you match up against. So even though we don't have a ranking system initially for this competitive playlist, I think this is still a good start in differentiating some playlists within the Crucible directory, so that's really good. Even though it splits up the player base, I think it's really good for casual players to enjoy Crucible, and then for those more hardcore Crucible players, you have a separate playlist that you can compete in and play at a higher level and play against players similar in skill. So overall, I think it's a good change to start off. Moving on, the next thing I want to talk about is the return of the Ward of Dawn or the Defender Titan bubble. So originally from the Destiny 2 reveal that we first got, we all thought that Defender Titan, the Sunsinger subclass, and the Blade Dancer subclass, all those supers and the subclass as a whole was going to get revamped, and it was completely gone, and it was changed into what the three new subclasses are today. However, we did find out that the Defender bubble is going to be returning, and it is part of the new Sentinel subclass for the Titan. So from what I understand, in order to use the Defender bubble, you need to hold down the button for your super and it deploys the Ward of Dawn. And if you just press the button for your super, it gives you the Sentinel shield that you can run around with and throw at enemies and melee people with. So it sounds like you have a choice of using one or the other. In my opinion, as of right now, I think that's a little bit more powerful than some of the other subclasses that we currently saw for Destiny 2. It seems like every subclass so far that we saw is going to have a roaming super, and the fact that the Sentinel subclass has the ability to choose between the Ward of Dawn and just using the regular Sentinel shield to run around and kill enemies with, I think that's a little bit more powerful than some of the other classes, because it seems like the other classes just have that roaming super that can go kill people, like we saw with the Dawnblade, we saw with the Arc Strider recently, and then with the other supers that we got to take a look at, like the Striker Titan, the Gunslinger, how the Striker Titan got revamped, that you can move around and use it multiple times. So the fact that the Sentinel has an option, I think that's a little bit powerful, but we'll see how it plays out when we get to play the beta and stuff. So moving on to the beta and just specific dates in general, I'm pretty sure everyone knows by now, but just to make sure, we're going to be getting multiple beta dates, and we finally got official release dates for everything as well. So first of all, the beta on console is going to be on July 18th for the PS4 specifically, and then Xbox is going to be the next day on July 19th. That's the beta if you pre-ordered it, and then the open beta is going to be on the 21st of July, so a couple days after that. So if you pre-order it, then you get couple days earlier than the open beta, or a few days earlier than the open beta. And then I believe the beta will run all the way into July 23rd. And then after that, we got the PC beta, because the PC release did get delayed officially. So PC beta is going to be sometime in August. And then the official release is September 6th. So they moved it up a little bit. So that's pretty good. 2 days earlier is definitely beneficial for everyone. And then the PC launch is going to be on October 24th. So pretty good news. We got some concrete dates to look forward to. We got a lot more information from Destiny 2 at E3. So that's really good. So thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know what you guys think about all the new stuff that we found out from E3. That's about it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and peace!